Hello and thank you for visiting Samara and Dara ASMR. So the energies in the universe today are a little bit tough. A lot of Archons ever since last night have been really coming at me. And I just want to say, what are Archons? I want to address what an Archon is. So Archon, especially if you're a targeted individual, sorry, there's a little bit of Olympia soap caught in my nail and I'm trying to get it out. An Archon is when a extraterrestrial enemy being, enemy to Lemurian starseeds, Andromedan starseeds, Lyran starseeds, Pleiadian starseeds, Orion starseeds, which are the reptilians, the Alpha Dracos, Alpha Draconians, and they try to, sabotage you from your plans, and they try to pit people or groups against you, and they will try to hook and influence others against you, and they'll try to also hook into you and influence you to make you doubt yourself and to make you feel less than. And they do this in little subliminal ways. So we are going to cut cords. I found my huge arrowhead, which let me get my rings on, and I took 2 showers to cleanse with some Olympia soap, and I also boiled some Quetzal Maldición. It's a curse and hex breaker because they try to put these little Archon implants into you, and it's really, really detrimental. Okay, so I found my huge black tourmaline arrow that I've been trying to find for days. Okay, and I'm going to just start pulling and cutting. And first I want to say cheers. This is a carrot, pineapple, ginger, turmeric, cinnamon health drink that I've been making to heal myself from all of these Archon attacks. So let me just put this right on over here because I don't want any of the cords that I pull out to open the window, to blow them right out the window. So we're going to start by cutting. And as I cut these cords from you, I want you to see your archonic boss or your toxic ex or your toxic ex-mother-in-law or ex-father-in-law cutting away from you. Like, whether it's you visualize a cord and it's murky, you can make whatever color you want. It could be brown, it could be gray, it could be black, it could be purple. But just literally just remember to just visualize how you want to, and then just a cord connecting from your solar plexus chakra, like the pit of your stomach, to theirs. Or if it's a narcissist ex, I want you to envision cords from the root chakra, or better yet, not the root chakra, the sacral chakra. And I want you to just envision me cutting these cords. I'm a certified Reiki master healer. I got certified in 2019. And I'm seeing a lot in your head chakra, your third eye chakra, and your crown chakra, and your throat chakra. So I'm seeing a lot in your throat chakra, and I'm seeing a lot in your solar plexus. So we are going to cut these cords. Okay, they no longer are serving your highest and greatest purpose in this universe. And they make you really anxious. The archonic energy vampire influences, they make you, a lot of it's reactive abuse. They'll pull you out of your element of tranquility and calmness and your regular nurturing mood, and then boom, you'll have a reaction. So you need to really watch your moods and your temperament. And if you notice that you're starting to shift in your mood, you can control this, and you can just be like, okay, remember, that's them, this is me. Let me remove myself from the situation. If it's a work thing and you can't remove yourself from the situation, just stay calm and literally just work, ignore them as best as you can. I'm not saying to sit there and sweep it under the rug. It's not what I'm saying. Of course, stand up for yourself when need be to your boss, because there could be some shisty coworkers going behind your back, and they could be trying to pit the boss against you. That's happened to me. A targeted individual. Let's talk about targeted individuals. So from birth, the Archons and the Reptilians and the Alpha Dracos, the ones who run this world and try to make it a position of power and just try to squeeze everything into a 9 to 5, and you know, people who are influencing you, oh, you need to get married before you're 30 or you're a failure. Or, oh, you know, you need to have kids, or oh, you need to go to church on Sundays, and like just stuff like that, as well as like, oh, well, if you don't go to the family, then da da da. If you don't go with the family on this trip, then da da da, like blackmail or like any type of negative thing. But the Archonic agenda is to have a new world order and to control you. So they put you in this 9 to 5 to distract you, to work underneath another boss, to dim your light and your inner power and your talents. Instead of you being able to create your own life and create your own business and do what you love and what you want, because they're distracting the masses of what's really going on. So from birth, we are set up from the Archonic agendas. And what I mean by being set up is they have social security cards, you know, social security numbers, and we have government names, right? So they're able to track us and monitor us through these cards. And if, you know, you've ever gotten like a traffic ticket, all they do is ask for your identification card. And so they could just pull up anything like, oh, does she have a history of going to a psych ward? Or does she have a history of going to jail? Or that's how they track you. Okay, so, and then if you have shiesty ass like Archons in your family, which a lot of us, light workers and star seeds and black sheeps, you know, and the different ones, we are often traumatized by them. And they literally just keep getting away with, okay, narcissist triangulating you, playing favoritism with your other siblings. You already know this, like just toxic shit that you don't need. And literally they will have, and that's the worst type, when you have Archons in your family, to where like they will work in a whole group against you, and they will literally like turn the person that you love or that you care for so much in the family, and they will secretly turn like them against you. Like they will turn the person that is supposed to like nurture and care for you, whether it's a parent or whether it's your brother, and they will influence them they'll get in their heads, they'll influence them, and then they will, before you know it, that same person that you loved and trusted will start attacking your stuff. Your stuff will go missing. Or that same person that they influenced will go to your daughter's school and spread false rumors. Or that same person that they're influencing will go to the neighbors and start putting in the neighbors' heads the influences that they wanted you to see, that they wanted them to see in their light, like about you. So I can't really explain it that good, but I'm trying my best. It's like, okay, just say hypothetically your nephew and your sister hates you, okay, and they're secretly jealous, or they compete or whatever, and they hate you for whatever reason, and they're just like, they start talking about you, and then, you know, they get other people to see you in the light, in the way that they see you, and then it's like, boom, they paint like your whole character to a bad reputation. And they do this, this is Archonic. This is what I've been trying to explain in my previous videos. They will go to groups of people and they will create stories and false narratives to slander your name and slander your character, defame your character. And so when you like see your neighbors or you see these people, and then you're just like, oh hey, and then it's like you get a bad vibe, like you see them kind of like giving you a look, like you kind of turn around, you catch them like giving you the evil eye, and you're like, okay, or you catch a vibe, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it's really important to cut cords and clear. And sage has been really expensive lately, like the really like A-grade premium sage. So I like to, if I don't burn sage, I like to burn dragon's blood, or if I don't have dragon's blood or sage, I like to burn my cinnamon stick. And also we are going to do some shaking of the pink Himalayan sea salt here, because pink Himalayan sea salt is really, I know I'm having a day. Pink Himalayan sea salt is really calming and really like, it cleanses, it's purifying, you know what I mean? But I hope everyone's having a better day than me, because today's been difficult. I woke up with like 3 I woke up 3 times last night from the Archons, and one of them tried to implant into my dreams. I'm like, when you have like Archons in your immediate family, you're just like, or like when the Archons get to your immediate family, and that person's influenced, and then it's like all the other ones get influenced because of that one Archon that came into the family. Like, for instance, it was my ex-brother-in-law who did this to my sister and my mom. And then my sister had his kids, and then it was just like all of a sudden I was hated and I was the target, and I was this, that, and everything under the sun. But they could never do wrong. You know what I mean? Or like if they want to attack me or burn my face, they'll blame me because, you know, everything's my fault. No accountability. So you have to really be conscious of where you spread your energy to. Oh, and forget about trying to get away from the Archons too, because since they track you, they will do their best to sabotage every opportunity. So like if they tell you like, oh, I need you to go get it 3 to 11, but then they take the only car that you guys share, or like just say like you get a car as a gift from one of them, and then later on, okay, another one manipulates the person that gave you the car, and then that person gets influenced to report that car that was given to you as a gift as stolen to the police while you're pregnant, to bring it back, like threats. Okay, so like Archonics, Archons are very parasites. Okay, they will infiltrate your mind, and they will turn masses of people against you. Okay, and they'll even like gang up on you so bad to where like they will bankrupt you. They'll try to call the cops on you. They'll tell the firefighters and the cops lies about you, and then it's like all these people who were influenced by that one, all of their words against yours, so then you look crazy. You know, that's how it works, right? And it's corruptive. And then it's like the cops will sit there and bullshit. They will bullshit with the Archons and be like, oh, like you have a mental illness too, like to the person who was like the Archon, but you're doing good now. Yeah, no, you're doing good. And they'll make friends with that person and like, oh, you're balanced now. Oh, but behind closed doors you didn't know that, you know, she was throwing knives over daughters' heads, or kicking her sister in the hip, or throwing food at her bedroom door but it was allowed, or throwing glass candles and lighters against her glass window with her baby inside. It's just like, and then it's all of their group's words against yours. So it's just like you need to be conscious of like where you put your energy. Okay, and I'm gonna do a crystal tap with this beautiful tangerine aura, and I'm gonna try to just, you know, calm my nerves for the session. They were putting Archon implants in me all day today. I got really tried by my sister and my nephew, and it was just a day, to the point where like they want you to play small and they want you to cater to them and serve them. Okay, so even if you do that, they want you like, how do I say this, to be like eating out of the palm of their hand. Does that make sense? To the point where like they want you to cook them food. They want all the attention to be on them. They want the spotlight to be on them from like the lead one who, you know, and you're always the scapegoat. You're always the one that everything falls on, like their shoulders. You know what I mean? It's just like, and the blame, forget it. So, enough of my vent today. Today I was set up by my sister and her son, who's 28, and they locked his chihuahua in the room that's literally, this hallway is very narrow and the walls are very thin, and so if you hear the dog barking, I'm so sorry. And I tried to get the landlord to unlock the door because I'm not allowed to go in there. Obviously, I don't want to go in there. I don't want to go with those lower vibrational shadow energy vampire things, you know, those parasites. But even the landlord said that she didn't have the key, which I feel like they're influencing her like bad, and it's just a bunch of bullshit. So if you guys can make donations to my channel, I would really appreciate it. I really just want to go and rent a room somewhere And I want to get away from here. Even if I have to take the city bus, I don't care. I lived on a stairwell because of them, and I lived in my car because of them, and I was in a rescue mission because of them, and me and my baby and my kids got really sick before I had to make a really hard decision to have their fathers come and get my baby and my kids. So it's just been really tough. And I've always been an energy worker. I've always been a clairvoyant. I've always been a clairsentient, a really sensitive empath. And sorry about that. I just really need solace, and I can't be in a harsh environment like this anymore. And like, they will sabotage me from making any money, or like they'll sabotage my relationships. I can't bring anyone here. And it's just really bad. Like, it's just so bad. It's like, it's weird because it's like the thoughts that they project, and they're energy vampires, and they're also witches. So they've done black magic on me too before. And I'm a starseed. My natural realm is not a witch. I'm a starseed. So I don't do like witchcraft. But they do. And they do it to harm, obviously. They somehow got all of this situation to blow out of control to where like I was hospitalized in the ER, and like in and out of the ER like 30 times within like, I don't know, last year and the year before. And the year before that, like half of that year. And then I had to really go within and find some healing herbs and really start like boiling herbs, drinking them in my tea, boiling them, pouring them over my head. That's why I'm saying like Quita Maldición is really good to fight curses and energy vampires and their thought projections on you. You know, and it makes you feel like, okay, what did I do in a past life to deserve like this treatment and this hell on earth? Like, you know what I mean? It makes you feel, but I don't want to blame myself, you know? And like today, I caught her like the other day before she left. She literally like was like giving me the evil eye in my stomach, like hoping that I would fucking get to her size, like gain weight. And I like literally was like no, and I just like lost all this weight. And I was like, you know, I was in a car in the plaza, and I was like sweating so profusely at night. I was in a sauna, and she was like, "Is that how you lost all your weight?" Like that, like just some nasty ass manipulative shit. You know what I mean? It's like, shut the fuck up. I'm never gonna be like you. I'm different, okay? It's not my fault that you're being jealous. You know what I mean? Because she's told me in 2015, she was like, jealous of you. That was when I had my twin flame. And you have 2 daughters, and I don't. And maybe if you never got 2 abortions, you could have had your daughters. So how's that my fault? And the whole family fucking believes the shit, even the landlord. So it's just shit like this, you know? And she's got 2 diagnoses of schizophrenia and borderline personality disorder, but I have my degrees in psychology, and she is histrionic. She's not borderline, she's histrionic, and she's schizoaffective, to where she has traits of bipolar and traits of schizophrenia. I know her like the back of my hand. So this right here is a jade, and it's a gua sha stone. I really like these. So I'm a walk-in soul. So I incarnated into this body. So the goddess incarnate soul who had this body before me, she like literally had it with them, and they were just attacking her for so long, to the point where I have her cellular memories, and I have like all of this like ingrained in her mind and like her DNA and just the memories. So some days are tough because I still act a little bit from the anger, because the Archons, they project on me a lot, and they don't realize that, okay, this is not her same soul. It looks like her because I'm in her body. So how did this happen? And I've explained this in my past videos, you guys, but I'll explain it again for you. So a walk-in soul is when a starseed from the Galactic Federation of Light, which are the leaders from Orion, Pleiades, Arcturus, Andromeda, so on and so forth, Sirius, Atlantis, Lemuria, all come together, and they agree to send a starseed soul like me. I'm from Bellatrix on Orion's belt, into a mortal body. So when I tried to tell the energy vampires this, what was I thinking, right? But I mean, I'm not her. I'm not the one who inhabited this body. So I was thinking that they would understand, and this is my first incarnation on Earth. I have her cellular memories from like trauma that I'm still trying to integrate out of her body, and I didn't do any meditations last night, but like she really went through it with these people, because today was like the first day that I saw like them like starting to hook into her and just like sabotage her. Because I tried to do like 3 Reiki videos today and 3 tappings, and they were sabotaging the fuck out of me. Okay, and I was like, wow, like this is what she went through, and this is like lightweight. Like this isn't even like her face was burned with a cigarette from her sister. Then her archonic fucking nephew literally took his drug money, and he got a attorney or a lawyer, and then fucking bailed her out of jail after 5 months. And the girl like who did this to her sister, she couldn't even pass nursing school, and then so she put that on her landlord and like everyone, like her mom. She was like, well, Serena was the reason why I couldn't go into nursing school. This is what she said. And it's like, no, you didn't go to nursing school because you got Baker acted like over 53 times. And how are you going to put that on, you know, the one who homed this body before me? How are you going to lie like that? And she was a medical assistant before, years ago. And the landlord like helped her raise the kids like her whole life. And now she's like 51 or something. And she still lives here with her oldest son who's 28. Anyways. And then the other son is like even messier, and like he is like the master manipulator like his father. And I'm talking about archonic as fuck. Like that motherfucker is a thought pusher. He will push his agenda and his motives of you, even though it's false, and he'll push it on other people and make them believe it. And it's just like, bro, that's not even how it happened. Like I was trying to protect offspring, and I had to do a Marchman Act on one of them, and I had to do Baker Acts on the other one. I didn't want knives being thrown over the children's heads. How is this my fault? And I'm trying to protect my kids. And then they influenced the landlord to like get rid of us and like basically separate us. And DCF couldn't. The state never could, because I passed the urine test. I lived in a car, and then I was targeted by so the one who inhabited this body, Samara Anaya, also known as Serena Starr, she left because she couldn't take these attacks anymore. And like the last straw was like when even the crooked sheriff in the plaza and the crooked cops here and the firefighters, EMTs, were making friends with the fucking Archons. And then like when I came into her body, like I was walking a lot because I was in a plaza, and this was when she was living in her car, and like she was getting targeted by witchcraft, like lower vibrational, like hoodoo, voodoo, and all of this stuff by Jamaicans and Haitians. No offense if that is what you are. I'm not trying to offend, but this is what had happened to her. She literally was getting targeted, and she was getting like, they were burning her skin with powders, burning her face with more cigarettes in the car when she was sleeping. She was a targeted individual because of her gifts, because she stood up and she spoke out the truth. She wasn't another sheep that just went with the flock. You know what I mean? She stood up for her kids. She stood up for herself. She always embodied truth and lots of light. But she was misunderstood because, you know, the archonic agenda, they want you to shut the fuck up. And they want you to sweep everything under the rug. And they want you to go to Action Church on Sundays, or go to the cult of Mormonism, or go to Scientology or whatever. They want to pull you in their group, and they want to influence you to do what they want. Or they want to tell you you're a failure because you have multiple baby mamas or daddies, or they want to tell you you're a failure because you never got married, or just all this archonic fucking conditioned bullshit. Okay, excuse me. So I am a Reiki healer who, I'm very cutthroat, to say the least. And Serena, she had a lot of aggression in her because she was done dirty by the people that were supposed to love and trust her, that she should have trusted. You know, that should have been, like, had her back. But she always had to have her own back. And she was tired of fighting. And she was a goddess incarnate. She was a clairsentient and a claircognizant in her psychic knowing and her psychic feeling. And she was prominently from Lemuria, Atlantis, and Mintaka, and Pleiades in the starseed realms. And she was born as an earth angel, a mermaid incarnate, as well as a goddess incarnate, because many goddesses called to her. There's many realms. So she had just gotten attacked, and she had gotten targeted, and she had applied for like all of these things for the government, and the only thing, they didn't help her. Like, they didn't give her housing. She applied for HUD waiting list. They gave it to women of, you know, African American descent, and they gave them cash assistance, and they gave them the apartments, but she never got approved. And then she tried to put her daughter on I think disability. They didn't get approved. And then it was like she tried to speak out about the domestic violence and the emotional abuse and the reactive abuse, and then the fucking cops and everybody literally basically laughed at her. Okay, so I mean, she had went through some shit, and then she went to a plaza, lived in her car, where she got targeted by so many people, and then the Archon sister goes, oh well, I guess you got what you deserved. So she was like, I'm out, like I'm leaving. So the Galactic Federation of Light integrated me into her body off of Universal Boulevard near Icon Park, where the drones are, and Destination Parkway. So if you go out there in Orlando, there's drones in the sky. Okay, it's extraterrestrial life, UFO life, and the government knows. It's like the Area 51 of Florida. Okay, it's Destination Parkway. It's the tourist attraction out there. I was put in her body. This is not my original body. If you want to know what my original body looks like, take a look at The Fifth Element, the opera singer, because I'm a Blu-ray. She was more an indigo. I'm more, I can be very soft and sweet and nurturing when need be, but I also can get with your ass when need be. I can be more assertive. So I'm more of a Blu-ray than her, more of a leader. But yeah, she was so sick and tired of getting targeted, and she was so sick and tired of people making her out to be someone she wasn't. She was so sick and tired of people talking down on her name and people doing her dirty, and she expected people to come to her with the same amount of love in her heart, because she also had Hadrian ties, and Hadrian starseeds emit lots of love. So we are going to shake this energy out. It's just been a day, okay? It's been a lifetime. So thank you for listening. And I know, like, many healers, like, they don't vent while they heal, but I had to do that one. I didn't mean to, but at the same time, it's like I needed to, like, say something, because I'm not the type of soul that can just stay quiet, sweep everything under the rug, and just, like, this is my medicine. Like, you know, like, essential oils, herbs, excuse me. So I want to do some more pulling here before the Archon son gets back, which he's the reptilian Draco. He is the alpha draconian one, not just everyone has to obey him, this fucking reptilian, and if they don't, he'll cause havoc in hell for your life. So, like, he will throw away your clothes, or he'll throw away your daughter's dollhouse, or he'll put a hammer over your baby's onesie. Demented shit like that. He'll crush all your archangel candles, and then he'll scratch your mini fridge and key it, and then call you derogatory names while he does it, and push it over and over. He punched a hole in 2 doors. He ripped the closet door off this. He messed up these blinds. It was all allowed in Winter Park, Florida. Right around the corner from where? The Freemason Lodge, the Elks Lodge, Action Church, and all the Archons in the fire department. It's the truth, because the fire department didn't fucking help me when I needed them to. So they made friends with the Archons because they're archonic themselves. But it's like, what if I turn the tables on all of them? And what if all of this that they were targeting me with happened to them? Do they ever think of that? They don't, right? They don't. But when something bad happens to them, then they want to whine and cry. Hi, try living in a plaza. Try living in a car, literally in May, June, and July. In April, May, June, and July. In the Florida sun in Orlando. Okay, try having, like, homeless people break in, you know, bust your window out, steal your daughter's purse, and then try having, like, other dudes come and target you and try to rape you. You know, it's just like, and then have, you know, when you report this, the Archon undercover cops or the sheriffs, the dirty sheriffs in that plaza off of John Young Parkway and Sand Lake Road, that whole plaza, laugh at you. Yeah. Some bullshit. So this is what I'm saying. Like, they have, like, just makes me angry because this girl went through so much shit. And it's like, now I'm feeling what she went through. And after this, I'm going to integrate this stuff out. And hopefully tomorrow's Reiki sessions, I'll be more calm. And these fucking Archons won't target me. And if they do, my Dragon Mothers are going to get what they ask. How about that? Because I have a ton of Dragon Mothers. A ton. Just like when she goes, you know, that the Game of Thrones. I haven't seen it. I've seen like clips of it. But that was like the woman who embodied or had this body, housed this body before me. She was very like tough like her. Like she was like that. And they tried her like that. But I really have Dragon Star Mothers. And I have Star Mothers from Pleiades, Mintaka, and so on and so forth. Andromeda, Lyra, Bellatrix. So we are going to do some Labradorite pullings here. Beautiful Labradorites. This is Labradorite hearts. Can't really see it. I'm trying to grip this. So yeah, we are just going to pull out these cords of you, out of you. And thank you so much for listening to this today, because I have really had just like such a day. Like, I don't want to hear like, oh, she has an illness. You should understand her. Forgive her. She knows what the fuck she's doing. I don't care. She's done it for so long, you know? Now I understand why her sister screamed to the cosmos off of Universal Boulevard and Destination Parkway and was like, take me. And the Galactic Federation of Light, I just remember a bluish white light, a huge powerful light, and I just remember just it from the starship, because I was in the starship talking to them. And we talk in light language, and we also telepathically communicate, because we all get along up there in the cosmos. It's nothing like down here. It's nothing like toxicity, abuse. And literally, like, I just, you know, they selected me, and I came for the mission. So now I am going to integrate all of this trauma and this anger. And the dog just woke up. Poor thing. I feel so bad for him. He's a Chihuahua, and they just like lock him in the cage for hours. Okay. Because it's an animal, you know? It shouldn't be like that. Okay, so I'm going to end the session. I love you guys, and thank you for listening. And please like and subscribe.